Mystic types deal with the unexplained and magical abilities. Not ESP like Psychic, which relies on the mind, but magical like spells and all that, in order to be a Mystic type. Psychic types can only attack with rationality, but with no rational pattern, Mystic types deal double damage to Psychic types. Mystic types, knowing how cosmic bodies work, deal double damage to cosmic type Pokemon, especially since they are reliant and will be able to use their powers to their advantage. Mystic type is the type of the unexplained. Those in darkness fear the unexplained, something they cannot control. Thus, dark types take double damage from Mystic type attacks. Normalcy does not care for the unexplained and typically ignores it. This means the Mystic type attacks will deal half damage to normal type Pokemon. Ghost is a supernatural type and most times unexplained. This means the trickery of Mystic type does half damage to Ghost types. A steel blade does not care if something is unexplained and will still cut. This means Mystic types deal half damage to steel types. Mystical magic typically requires spoken words to do anything. This means Mystic types deal half damage to sound types. Mystic types are able to resist cosmic types due to them understanding celestial bodies. This means the reliancy, but also the understanding of it. Due to normal types not caring for the unexplained, they'll ignore, allowing for them to deal double damage to Mystic type. Psychic types, due to their curious nature, will learn the unexplainable and deal double damage to Mystic type Pokemon. A Steel Blade will be able to cleave through anything unexplained without care, thus allowing for Steel types to deal double damage to Mystic type Pokemon. Mystical magic typically requires spoken words to do anything. This means sound types deal double damage to Mystic type Pokemon. Ninetales is known to place curses on anyone that touches its tails. This allows for it to be a Mystic type plus a Fire type. Mime Jr. and Mr. Mime will often make invisible walls that people will walk into without seeing. This makes them part Mystic type. Unknown are said to have unheard of amounts of power. This actually relies into the Mystic because their mystical runes and all of that, basically just in the English language. I do wonder why, since they're from Japanese region, but you get the drift. They're mystical because of the unknown runes and the amount of power they are said to have. Mismagius is a witch, a ghost, a Pokemon capable of curses and other such things, whether it's basically putting a blessing on someone or a curse on them. This makes them part Mystic type. Sigilyph is an ancient runic mystical bird creature, something that, well, is a Mystic type at that point because it is mystical and runic. Delphox is capable of magic and spells, being a witch fox, a vixen witch, whichever you want to say in that case. But due to that, they are mystical because they're able to do spells, curses, and all of that. Esper doesn't have the same reason as Miastic for being a Mystic type, but the reason Esper is a Mystic type is it's capable of untold horrors with their unblinking eyes. Yeah, I find Esper creepy, but very cute at the same time. Just those unblinking eyes get to me and creeped me out when I was younger. But yeah, I love it, and it's a Mystic type. Well, part Mystic type. Meowstics are capable of quite a bit of trickery, one being having the ability of Magician, the other, I can't remember what ability it has off the top of my head, I won't lie, but they're capable of quite a bit of trickery and magic, so they're part Mystic type. Our own minds are a mystical and mysterious part of us. This makes the legendaries Azelf, Uxie, and Mesprit, the beings of knowledge, emotion, and willpower, mystical Pokemon. Or Mystic type Pokemon, at that. The ability to cause constant victory is a mystical power that is unexplained and quite tricky to understand, and is honestly a tricky ability to have anyway, thus making Victini a Mystic type Pokemon. Hoopa has mystical powers with its hoops, basically creating portals. Even if it's unbound as those mystical powers, it will create portals to transport things, and other such ways too. It will use the portals if it wanted to and could think of ways. It's a mystical Pokemon for sure. As for Mystic type moves, we don't really have any at the moment, besides maybe Trick and other trickery based moves like Skill Swap and other such swapping moves. But honestly, I'm not sure what I would classify for a Mystic type move. That I will leave up to everyone else in the comments.